jailed. You can be fined. It's punishable when boundaries are crossed. If you walk to State House right now and decide, Ruto ni anko yangu, hamnijui nyi lakini anko yangu, and you just, God forbid, but a bullet can just strike, and it could be true, he's your uncle, but there's the protocol. Sema protocol. So the beauty of boundaries also, they give you the protocol, and even boundaries keeps you off the intruders, the invaders, the enemies. And most of us, our enemies are not really enemies per se. What is destroying most of this generation? The people misleading you are not your enemies. In most of cases, they are your friends. Ukweli ama uongo? Ukweli ama uongo? I was in a place and I asked the girls, were they? Yeah, I think I was there when I asked them, who is a friend? And 99% response was, a friend is somebody you trust. Do you have the same? Do you believe that for yourself? Who is a friend? How many of you believe a friend is somebody you trust? Please be sincere. It's not a wrong answer, because how can't you trust your friend anyway? How many of us believe a friend is somebody you trust? Okay, none of you. Please give me some definitions of a friendship. What friendship means to you. A friend to you is... Please tell me, who is a friend to you? How can you define a friend? Ni wewe tu ukiangalia nyuma naongeza wewe. Ama niko na macho kengeza nikiangalia hivi mtu anaona nikaangalia huko. How can you define a friend? No, you must know. Do you have friends? Do you have friends? How can you define them? Sorry, speak loudly. The one who advises you on the right thing is a friend, okay? Any other? Ivy, you raised your hand. Who is your friend? A person you feel comfortable around. Thank you. Somebody who advises you correctly. Somebody you feel comfortable around. Can I have some guys in the house tell me who is a friend? I'm calling my buddies. Who is a friend? Somebody that is close. Awesome. Young man, umeangalia chini lakini niambie tu, who is a friend? Any answer you give me is correct, because all of you have friends. Sindio? Who is a friend? Huh? Somebody who is always around you. Close around you. They're almost the same answer. Any other different answer? Who is a friend? Munaangalia chini na ninawaangalia. Na mmekaa hapo chini, hapo you claim to be friends. Huh? Nyawire senior, junior. Who is a friend? Okay, who is not a friend? Now don't tell me an enemy. Who is not a friend? Hi. Sasa, that will be your exam today. You will write it down and leave me with the papers, a definition of a friend. Because I learned to give you an assignment on boundaries. So anyway, a friend, let's take somebody who advises you correctly. Somebody who is close to you. Ivy, you said somebody? You are comfortable around. Don't answer me. But I want you to look at your clique of friends and answer yourself. Am I comfortable around this? Okay, this is a friend because he's close to me. You know, that one, it leaves a lot of things open because they are close. You may be partners in crime. So that's where the closeness come in. Or in good things, who knows? You say somebody who advises you rightly. Now ask yourself, does so and so advise me rightly? Because these guys, most of them, they answered that a friend is somebody you trust. I told you a good percentage was trust. And I asked them, do you trust your friends? And they said, no. Hi. You see, it's a confusing life. You know the meaning. You know the essence. You know the weight. You know what a friend should be like. Somebody that I can trust. Somebody I can count on. But then, and you have them. If I ask who is your friend, you start mentioning 6, 10, 7, 2, 1. In fact, you have BFF. Inakwanga hivyo? Best friend forever. Most of you have the BFF. But then I'm like, okay, can you say that this person, this is your BFF, advises you correctly? Can you trust this is your BFF with your secrets, with your pain, with your struggles? So for most of us, what is really destroying us, hurting us, misleading us, are the so-called? But when you have boundaries around you, you will be helped. You will know who to pick as a friend. Friends don't choose you, you choose them. Hi. We've learned in the first session that we are kings, okay? Kings make decisions. Kings are in charge. Kings are not the ones to be told do, and they do. They're the ones to say. They're the ones with the key. Hello? So even when it comes to friendship, choices of friendship, you don't allow people to choose you. Don't allow them to pick you. Be the one to pick. Hi. And you have the right to say, no, I can't join your company. Without madarau. Without being insultive. Without being rude. You can say no to some companies, to some friendships, to some places, but that is only possible if you have drawn boundaries around yourself. Amen? So, I want us to check a little bit, just for a few minutes before we break for lunch, on areas that God expects us to draw boundaries. And they're very key. When you learn to build a boundary, knowing who you are right now, very important. You matter. You are valuable. And you're able to draw that kind of a boundary. You know you have secured your today. You have secured your future. Say time. Say it again, time. You know, time is the most precious commodity we all have. And it is one thing, one currency that has been given to all of us equally. Hi. We all have how many hours in a day? Say it loudly. Say it loudly. Who has 26? Who has 16 hours? So we have 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night. Equally. The poor and the rich. The paupers and, the learned and the unlearned. Whites and blacks. The president, the parliamentarians, the politicians, the security guys. We all have 24 hours. It's one commodity that God was so fair about and decided none of you will have more time than the other. But how we spend time determines what we draw from it. I just gave us an illustration earlier. If you've trained yourself to waking up maybe at 4, at 5, whatever time, and you do your things in order. Hi? Nothing and no one will intrude your time, mislead, steal from your time, misguide you. So unasemanga, hii time leo imefly. Kama sai, you're already complaining, shule zimefungwa haraka, hii vacation imekuwa short. Really? Imagine it wasn't short. It was just normal. The 3 weeks can be so many. A lot of time, by the way, there are people who close for 3 weeks. Some close for 4 weeks. Unfortunately or fortunately, the riddle of life is this. The people who close for 3 weeks have made very good use of their 3 weeks than the ones who close for 4 weeks. Because the 4 weeks decided, I have 28 hours, not 24. They decided in their heads that, I still have time. So nitalala hadi 7. Nikiamka nikisha take break nini na nini. Anaanza kukimbizana na assignments the last week to opening. Is it because this person didn't have time or didn't use the time well? Thank you. So draw boundaries around your time. Don't allow anything, anyone to interfere with your time. And the best place to invest your time right now is in God, is in your academics, is in your family. How many things? How many things? How many things? Most important, God, your education, your family. The family is your truest friends right now. Hi. All those friends who can interrupt your study time and tell you, let's go and watch, is not a friend. He's a thief, he's a robber of your time. But of course, this doesn't say that you don't have time for other friends or hobbies or personal, anything, other thing you want to do. All I'm saying is give a good percentage to God, to books, to family. Is it not your family? Ni nani hapa analipiwa school fees na schoolmate? Is there anyone? Nani ufanyiwa shopping na schoolmate? Somehow we are all depending on family. Whether ni mzazi, I'm a big brother or sister, or an auntie, an uncle, there's a guardian. There's somebody who is taking care of our bills, care of our fees, is taking care of our clothing. And it's not your friends. Ukweli uongo. So don't give much time to your friends. Now, this is how we abuse time. We give it to people who really don't matter and we deny it the people and the things that matter. I've already told you what matters most now. So give much of your time there. Your friends may look like they matter, but when trouble comes, when danger comes, they will not matter. Hello? they will not matter. There will be a pain in your thorn, in your flesh. You don't need friends who rob you of the treasure. For those who are 12 years, for those who are 18, you look back and you remember when you were 12 and you're like, oh my. You know, once you have crossed 19, you'll never be 19 again. When the teen is over, you will never be a teenager again. You like it or not. So let's not rush time. Don't fast forward time. And don't also delay it thinking you still have time. Give God your time. Amen? Number 2, space. Sema space. Come on, sema space. We all have our spaces. Amen? We all have our spaces. Whether the space is big, whether it is small, we all have a space. So no matter the size of your space, it is what you have for now. But at the same time, with space, do you know there are people, for example, you are in a bed sitter. Let me use me as an example. The way I used my space in a bed sitter, what now in a 1-bedroom, when I had the bed sitter, I utilized every space for the bed sitter. Hi. The bed sitter accommodated a bed, a seat. There's a kind of a seat that fits in a bed sitter. Sawa sawa. So sio kila huwezi weka those huge seats kwa bed sitter. So there's what fits in a bed sitter. There's the meko, kuna basins za kuoga, kuna manguo. It serves every purpose. But comfortably, because that is my, say it, that is my. So I can't say, nitaweka wapi hii. Anything I got, anything I could afford while in a bed sitter had space in the bed sitter. Now, in 1 bedroom, there's what fits the 1 bedroom. Hi. When I get into a 4-bedroom, there's what will fit in a, but there's always stages, okay? 1 level to another, 1 level to another. Now, I'm saying this to say, some of us, but before even the bed sitter, there was the 1 room. And before the 1 room, there was the sharing. Hi? Like sharing as you even share the cost of paying rent. But before the even sharing of the paying rent, I was a squatter. Sema squatter. Sema squatter. Mi nishawahi kusquat. Ulikaa na mtu, but sababu umekuwa mzigo sana hata hakuambii kwa mdomo, anakuandikia note. Ya vitu za kufanya. Juu unaishi na yeye na una kazi. Takwambia hizo manguo ufue. Na hiyo chakula usikule. Lunch ni ya sapa. Hi. But that's my space for that time, okay? If I become proud and decide I want to wash the clothes, or I want to say I want to eat the food, the evening I may not have a place to squat. So what do I do? What do? I obey. Wash the clothes and fast during lunchtime so that supper, when everybody is back, you'll have dinner. Sawa sawa. Nothing lasts for life. Hi. Wenginenye mnaniangalia hivi. Huh? I've sold groundnuts to earn money. Hello? I used to roast groundnuts, not kwa barabara home. Then I used to do other ones, ilikuangas, it's called gram, there's this flour you put, nazikaranga. And those ones I really used to sell. So I've hawked groundnuts. That was my space, okay? So whatever space you find yourself in, the people you're trying to look at and they are there, that is their space. You can't do anything about their space, but you can do a lot about your space. Amen? So you don't take time envying those who look like they have big space. You are staying with your parents in a one room in Nairobi. Unalala kwa deka, hawa analala chini. That's your space. Wake up happily, spread the bed, respect them. Wacha kuambia ni kama ningezaliwa kwa kina nani. Unashinda kwa jirani huko because they look like they're well off. No. Hapo kwenyu, hapo one room. That is your space. For now. Say for now. Say it again, for now. So, and it's not just in the physical, but even your space, like in that space, also you allow who comes in. There are times I could not have visitors in my house because watakaa wapi. Even my girlfriends from church could not come because I didn't have a place for them to sit. But at least now, I can have visitors in my house. And they can comfortably sit down. I can comfortably cook for them. Not that they come with food I cook. But there's a time I couldn't even have enough for myself, so I couldn't invite anybody. But I made use of that space. So make use of your space. Hi. In school, kila mtu ako na bedi yake. Stop wanting to share. Hii mambo ya kushare ndiyo imeleta lesbianism na gayism in school. Homosexuality. Don't want to share. Don't allow anybody to share with you. That is your space. Kila mtoto shuleni ako na space. So draw the boundary. I'm in a boarding school, yes, there's nobody watching over us, but no, you can't enter my bed. This is my space for now. So don't allow anyone, anything, what is too big for your space. And for your space right now, your space is to be a child under the guardianship of your parents. You're being taken care of, okay? But unfortunately, we allow people into our spaces and they introduce to us things, mizigo, that we can't bear. Because when you allow, as a young lady, a man into your space, and they add a number into your space, they impregnate you. You end up with a child. The child becomes a burden. Because that was your space to be a child. But now you're a child mother. And the guy who decided he's a man enough to impregnate, anaanza kusema, hakujui. Anaruka anasema hiyo si yake. Don't worry, something is being distributed to you. Make sure you hold it clearly, nicely, safely, so that as you'll be eating lunch, you will drop them there. So those are how many items we are drawing boundaries on? The first one was? The second one? Thank you. Are you learning something? Number 3, your body. Say, my body. Say it again, my body. Say it with a swag. That is yours. You know mwili wako si wa mtu. Hi. Your body is yours. Amen? It belongs to you. You are the only one with access. Say, I'm the only one with access. Come on, say it again. You're the only one with the permission to access your body. Okay? You concentrate. Even as you get whatever you're getting, just concentrate here. And God was so keen when he created you. You know, he said, let us make man in our image, and he was so sure of what he was doing when he created you. So whether you have big eyes or small eyes, whether you are dark like me or lighter, like the young man there, whether you are tall or short, whether you are skinny or round, say, my body is mine, and it's God's temple. So with that, you love your body, you love yourself, and you draw a boundary around you. Amen? And when God created the body that you have, he was so specific, he was so particular in creating male and man and girl and. So I know we are living in a time where whatever is being told us is being told us. But before God, you know, he told us in the beginning, truth is truth every. Truth is truth every. It will never change. So no matter what science says, no matter what evolution says, no matter what system says, no matter what governments say, there are only two genders on the earth. Amen?